Putin signs law paving way to rule until 2036.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has signed legislation formally granting him the right to stay in power until 2036. Putin's second consecutive and fourth overall presidential term ends in 2024, the year when Russia's previous constitution would have required him to step down. An overhauled constitution that Russians approved in a nationwide vote last year allows Putin to run for 2 more 6-year presidential terms. The 68-year-old signed a law Monday that resets his number of terms served, allowing him to extend his 20-year rule until he turns 83. Former President Dmitry Medvedev, who served in 2008 to 2012 when Putin was constitutionally mandated to step down after his first 2 consecutive terms, is also granted the right to run 2 more times. Putin served as prime minister during Medvedev's presidency. Critics slammed last summer's vote on the sweeping constitutional reforms, which contained populist economic measures and enshrined conservative values in Russia's basic law, as a pretext to allow Putin to become president for life.
This post received a score of 25,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Putin has been working for 21 years without getting any promotion. What an unambitious man he is.
This is like a Trump tweet lol.
True, you can see the tweet here.
Never gets old.
How long till he just outright claims that he's the new czar?
Never. What would be the point of that? He's already czar in all but name.
More autocratic powers, fewer formalities, and the suspension of elections would streamline a dictator's agenda and be very comfortable. But the risks of becoming more isolated and sanctioned by the world is probably not worth it.
The veneer of democracy is also good for domestic legitimacy. In the modern day and age, monarchy is not fashionable.
A lot of the legitimacy of a monarchy hinges on tradition too. Some random dude, in terms of social background, pedigree, claiming to be a new czar would just seem cringe.
Exactly. That would be like Erdogan claiming the title of sultan. Why? He already lives in a $600 million palace.
Chump change. Putin's palace is continuously being built and rebuilt on land large enough to be its own country. If he is in power for another 15 years, there's no limit. Cost so far, $1,350,000,000 estimate.
Where can I find it on Google Maps? That's Bond villain material. Surely there's an underground submarine pen, too.
I like how the article says he's elected.
He is. His opponents just always seem to randomly drop out of the race and retire to the wilderness where they're never seen again. And he wins by default. Edit. Windows, haha, very original.
He also just happens to be the one counting the votes.
I don't know why you're questioning their election system. It's the best in the world. It's so streamlined they even know the results before the ballots have been cast.
Reminds me of an NBC reporter sharing an anecdote about Mubarak's presidential elections he covered, and one time asking a citizen who they were voting for and being answered, "Oh, we're all just headed to go re-elect Mubarak again, as required."
Reminds me of the Republic of Dave. It is your civic duty to vote for President Dave.
Putin and Medvedev go out to dinner. The waiter asks Putin what he will be having. "I'll have the steak. And for your vegetable?" "He'll have the steak too."
You forgot the, "you better shut your fuck up."
My favorite line from The Death of Stalin. "Guard, should we investigate?" "Guard 2. Should you shut the fuck up before you get us both killed?"
All the best doctors are dead, or in a gulag. What are people's thoughts about getting him a bad doctor?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.